So, my dear friends, distinguished professors, doctors, yoga teachers and all that, before I begin my few words on the Yoga Sutras, I hope you will permit me to pray Master and others. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnam Shashivarnam Chaturubhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhavaye Sarvavighnopajantaye Gurubhyastat Gurubhyascha Namo Vakamadimahe Runimahe Sutatrajyo Dampati Jagatampati Swashesha Bhutena Maya Swiyaihi Sarva Parichadaihi Vidhatum Pritaman Jnatam Shriman Prakramate Swayam Yastyatva Rupamadhyam Prabhavati Jagatah Anekadha Anugrahaya Prakshina Krejarashihi Vishama Vishadhaha Aneka Vakraha Subhohi Sarvajnana Prasutihi Bhujaga Parikaraha Pritaye Yasya Nityam Devo Ishaha Savobhyat Sita Vimalatanu Yogado Yoga Yuktaha Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarottam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Abahu Purusakaram Shankhachakrasidharinam Sahasrasirasam Vetam Pranamami Patanjalim Shri Krishna Vagita Yatiswarabhyam Samprapta Chakrankana Bhashya Saram Navina Rangakshayato Samarpita Tvam Shri Krishna Maryam Guruvariyamide Kharabda Kartike Mati Satatara Ta Ubhau Yogacharyam Krishna Maryam Guruvariyamaham Bhaj.
Wala kaya अनुभव बा विशेष बदल
This lady.
जरा काय अनुभव आला तो कसा काय अनुभव आला
What are your experiences yesterday when you went to him? What did you experience when you went to him? He would like to relate to you. He wants your experience to know. What did you feel in his presence? What impression did you carry from there? What was how your mind was functioning after seeing him? This is what he wants to know.
Well, this is the first time I ever saw Krishnamurti, and I've never read Krishnamurti, so I have had very little exposure to him. I've had very little exposure to him. My feeling was, what Krishnamurti does is tries to show the mechanism, like we're talking about fear, the mechanism of how fear works, and then to show that it was unnecessary, and so we wouldn't feel a slave to it. But I felt just taking even standing and being this, automatically one is beyond the mind. So I felt all that Krishnamurti did was secondary to that. It's easier to do what Maharaj says, to stand and being this, and then it's not important to go through the mind and how it works. You're already not subject to it. That was my feeling from it.
बोलता कल मैं कृष्णमूर्ति के टॉक्स पे गया था वहाँ पे उसने ये समझा कि डर से कैसा हटना चाहिए डर आदमी को नहीं होना चाहिए और डर से मुक्ति होना चाहिए तो मैंने उनको वो जो मैकेनिज्म बताते हैं जिस तरीके से बताते हैं कि डर को कैसा जीतना चाहिए डर से दूर कैसा रहना चाहिए उसका जो तरीका बताते हैं वो मैंने समझा जैसा उसने समझाया पर मैं आपके पास, मैंने पहले ही दफा कृष्णा मूर्ति को सुना है, नहीं उसका मैंने कभी पुस्तक पढ़ा, नहीं कुछ जाना, पहले दफा ही उसके पास में गया था। पर जो आप कहते हैं कि बीइंगनेस में रहने का, और माइंड कुछ नहीं है, मन कुछ है नहीं, मन की कोई स्थिति है नहीं, उसमें रहने में मेरे को डर रहता ही नहीं, फिर वो मैकेनिज्म, वो तरीका फॉलो करने से क्या फायदा। जब मैं आपके पास रहता हूँ और आप कहते हैं मन और बुद्धि तुम है ही नहीं और उससे बाहर है, तो मन और बुद्धि को ही डर लगता है। तो जब आप उसको ही काट के फेंक देते हैं, तो उस तरीके को सीखने का क्या जरूर, कि कैसा करने का, फियर को, डर को अपने मन से कैसा निकालने का, वो तरीका सीखने का जरूर नहीं। मेरे को यहाँ जो आपने तरीका बताया है कि मन और बुद्धि तुम है ही नहीं, तो मन ही नहीं तो डर ही खाएगा, तो फिर डर खाएगा, तो इसके लिए मेरे को यहाँ सीधा पड़ता है, क्योंकि नीचे से आप काटते हैं, ऊपर से आप काटते नहीं।
मैं कहते हो नहीं जात में बदली तो ये बड़े 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 अधिकारी है। बुद्धि सम्मान करते हैं बस, सुनाते सुनाते और बुद्धि सम्मान करते। आगे पीछे जा, पीछे खुला नहीं करते, बराबर।
He says, Krishnamurti is a great personality. Whatever he speaks is nothing but truth. But there is a limitation in what he expressed. He only clears your mind. But he will not be able to take you where you should go. That is the difficulty with him. He is a highly learned man. He says, I have got a respect for him. His theory is correct. But to go where you have to go, how to eliminate all that, that he will not be able to teach you. Only he will be able to clearize your mind. He will remove all the way. Logically he will teach you how to clearize your mind, how your thinking should be. That he can help you. He is a great thinker. He himself is a great soul, he says. But then that is his limitation according to his conception, his way of thinking.
It seemed to me, I was viewing it from beingness also. It seemed to me almost like fun to take this process through. It's sort of like destroying thoughts, just seeing how they're made up. But from within the mind, I didn't know if one had to take their stand within the mind, how they would ever get out. Because it didn't seem like there was anything standing outside of it. But from just watching the mind, it was fun.
Watching the mind was?
From watching the mind, I found that it was fun to listen to him.
बोलता है कि मैं जब गया था उसको मैंने सुना, और जैसे आपने कहा है कि बीइंगनेस में रहने का, और उसको सुनने के बाद मन के दृष्टि को देखने के कि वो कहता है और मन कैसा एक्सेप्ट करता है, मन के पास ऐसा असर पड़ता है, मैं उसको मन को देख रही थी, तब मेरे को कुछ समाधान मिलता था मन के तरफ से। बाकी उस स्थिति में रहना हमेशा, वो जो हम इधर सीखते हैं वो नहीं। With due regards to all of you, I'm not a translator. The translator will be coming. This is patchwork. Whatever I'm able to translate, I'm doing to the best of my effort.
I also have
You see.
last night when Krishnamurti was speaking about being free of fear, he said the important thing was to understand how fear works, and then we would be free of it. But I felt like he gave many examples and said only deal with the mechanism of fear. But okay, to be free of death, the fear of death is not. You can't. I felt it's impossible to do it from where he's standing. The only way to be free of death is to be situated in being. Otherwise, I can see that there was no. You could follow his process through, but how would you be free of death? And I couldn't. I've also felt. Well, I've never seen Krishnamurti before, so I wasn't going to comment. That was my feeling at the lecture. But still, if you take it through, only to be in being is to be free of death.
That I have told you. If you want it, I'll repeat.
That's okay. That's okay.
Because first you talk the same thing, fear and all. I have told it.
Okay.
If you want it, I'll repeat.
I want to make that distinction.
हाँ.
That's okay. You understand?
वो बोलते हैं, हाँ, वो बोलते हैं, वो तरीका बताता है कि डर से कैसा हटने का और कैसा ख्याल का और बुद्धि को कतब आने का, हाँ, और वो करने से मेरे को समझ में आता है कि वो हट सकता है। मगर वो कितना देर ही हट सकता है, तभी भी वो माइंड का फंक्शनिंग मन और बुद्धि के विचार से वो कराता है। और मन और बुद्धि जब हम एक्सेप्ट करेगा फिर वो हटेगा, फिर नहीं हटेगा, कभी आएगा कभी जाएगा, वो मेरे को मालूम नहीं पड़ेगा। तो इसके लिए मैंने कृष्णमूर्ति को सुना, वो सुनने से मेरे को थोड़ा ऐसा समाधान हुआ, कहाँ वो कहता है ऐसा हो सकता है, मगर वो हमेशा के लिए नहीं हो सकता है, वो परमानेंट नहीं है, उसमें फकत मैकेनिज्म है, लॉजिक है, बुद्धि और विचार की शक्ति से आदमी समाधान करने के लिए वो सिखाता है, मगर वो मेरे को लगता नहीं। जब बीइंगनेस में आदमी जाता है तब उसको वो फायदा हो सकता है, बाकी इस लेक्चर सुनने से करते हुए से कुछ फायदा नहीं हो।
हमारा बाप मर गए तो मर गए, ज्ञान है ये संभालने का, क्या नहीं संभालने का कोई बात है, मर गए ज्ञान है, एक वक्त हुआ है। अभी वो मर गए, संभालने का एक ज्ञान, ये हटाने की गरज है।
He says, I would like to explain you in a very simple nutshell. He says, suppose my father and mother has died and I once know they are dead. Should I hold on to it that my father and mother has died, or should I forget about it that they are dead? So there's nothing. Once it has happened, I have accepted it. Once I have accepted it, it's more than sufficient. Once I know it, knowing is a reality, and when I know it, it's not sufficient. So there's no use thinking of it, my father and mother has died, because if you repeat, it is not going to make any difference. If you forget, it doesn't make any difference. Once I know it, I know it. That's the end of all things. So he means to say, once you know it, the knowing is sufficient, and hold on to it. Any questions from anybody?
Yes, about Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti says all the time, you don't need a guru. See? But he never explains what you should do.
Oh, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
You don't need a guru, you don't need your religion, you don't need anything, he says, all the time. Ask Maharshi if it's true or it means something else.
बोलता है मैं मद्रास में उनको सुना था, तो कृष्णमूर्ति कहता है कि तुम्हारे को गुरु की कोई जरूरत नहीं, धर्म की कोई जरूरत नहीं, हिंदू क्रिश्चियन मुस्लिम
तुम मिलने की गरज है कि नहीं?
है?
तुम हमको मिलने की गरज है कि नहीं? कृष्णमूर्ति मिलने की गरज है कि नहीं?
कृष्णमूर्ति हाँ गरज है।
हाँ? ये तुमको क्या बोलना? तुम्हारी गरज हमको है ना, तो तुम्हारे को नाम तो कुछ देना चाहिए।
He says once you had a desire to meet Krishnamurti, that is why you went.
बराबर है ना?
You went to him. Now you have got a desire to meet him. You have come to meet him. He says it is my moral duty, it is my duty to give you something. It is my duty to give you something. So the seed of desire is always there. What he says is also true. The guru is not necessary. But when you go to somebody, you accept something in return. So when you have come to me, it is my moral duty to give you something in return.
Well, I found when I listened to Krishnamurti that he is talking about the I am state, which has to be achieved. That's all what he does all the time. He tells people to be totally awake, totally alert and vulnerable, and to get rid of their concepts, which means they die. Their personality has to die right now, at this moment. That's what he says. So that gets rid of the fear of death. Gone. Or then there's no thought of past. And then they should really listen, really observe, really look, without preconditioning of the past. That means without thought. And this way of looking and observing is nothing but the I am state.
Awareness, I missed it.
That is total awareness. I mean, yeah, pure consciousness. And that is nothing but the I am state, what he talks about.
बोलता है मैंने कृष्णमूर्ति को सुना, 2 दिन गया था, तो कृष्णमूर्ति यही कहता है कि आगे के जितने भी तुम्हारे पास कंसेप्शन है, विचार है, ध्यान है, सब छोड़ दो, चीज को बराबर देखो, समझो, और आई एम स्टेट में रह रहा हूँ, अवेयरनेस का स्टेट में तुम रहो, बीइंगनेस में रहो, वही सिखाता है और कुछ नहीं सिखाता है। आदमी लोग उसको समझता नहीं, मगर वो जो कहता है वो वही कहता है जो आप कहते हैं, और आपके मुताबिक ही वही कहता है, मगर आदमी लोग उसको समझते नहीं। मेरे को तो ऐसा ही समझ में आया कि वो भी वही कहता है कि अवेयरनेस में रहो, कॉन्शियसनेस स्टेट में रहो, और आगे का जितना भी विचार है, जितना भी ख्याल है, जितनी भी समझ है, सब उसको छोड़ दो, और जिसको भी देखो, जिसका भी समझ करो, जिसका भी ख्याल करो, उसको बराबर देखो, बराबर विचारो असली क्या है।
उसकी काय करो जाए उसको पहचानने की। हमारे पास हमें बस उनको पहचानने का ऐसा वजह, ये क्या गलत है।
He says, where
हमें क्या इतना देखना बस।
He says, where is the necessity of looking to anything? Where is the necessity of watching anything? You see, whatever is in possession with you is the reality. Why should you watch and look outside for anything? Again, you will be forming a conception and a thought and an image if you look outside. He says.
Observing doesn't mean looking outside.
Observing inside also.
Observing just means.
That is what he says, that what is there is within you, look at it and watch that only, he says.
Observing just means be alert.
Be alert. That is awareness.
Listening also doesn't mean only listening outside.
That is what he said on the first day.
Yeah. Just this keyword listening, this, you know, what you
ये
talk
गुरु
about.
गुरु नहीं
Without
बोलते हैं,
conditioning.
ये बात ठीक है। फिर गुरु ये शब्द का अर्थ क्या है और दर्शन क्या है? गुरु ये शब्द नाम और अर्थ क्या है? ज्ञान है ये, और ये ज्ञान बोलता है, ज्ञान देता है।
He says he is correct.
बोला है गुरु।
He says he is right when he says you don't read Guru. Fortunately, because he is turning that Guru into a word of a personality, he is warning you not to take Guru as a person. But he says, what is the meaning, the real meaning of the word Guru? The real meaning of the word Guru is a knowledge. Is knowledge. And what he gives is also knowledge. So where is not the necessity of a Guru? The knowledge is always, you need knowledge. Without knowledge, how can you be there? So he says he gives knowledge, but he doesn't. He wants to define Guru as a personality cult, which he is telling you not to take Guru as a person. But you must understand in the real meaning of the Guru. Guru is the knowledge, the Gyata, the understanding. That is called knowledge. So knowledge everybody desires to have. He has come, he will take it over. No. Finished and now.
प्रश्न असा आहे, कृष्णमूर्ती म्हणतात गुरुची तुम्हाला गरज नाही. आम्ही सांगतो तुम्ही काय, तुम्ही जर आम्हाला भेटणार नाही तर ज्ञान होणार का? तुम्ही आम्हाला ज्ञान देता, मग व्यक्तीला गुरु म्हणतात की ज्ञानाला गुरु म्हटलं जातं? एवढे सांगा.
You see, Krishnamurti says there is no necessity of Guru. But I am asking, who gives the knowledge? Is the personality Guru or the knowledge Guru?
ज्ञानाला गुरु म्हणतात, गुरुला ज्ञान म्हणतात, व्यक्तीला गुरु म्हणत नाही.
A personality or the individual is not called the Guru. The knowledge is called Guru and the Guru is called knowledge. Guru is knowledge.
Knowledge is memory.
तू काय बोलू नको, त्याला सांगू बघ, त्याला काय कळत अर्थात आणणार ते कुठल्या कुठे घेऊन जात. नुकतं ऐकत जा.
कृष्णमूर्तीच्या माप्यात बघणार.
माझं म्हणणं काय आहे, जरी तो आपल्याला गुरु म्हणून देत नाही, तरी पण गुरु म्हणजे ज्ञान नुसतं चालत, ज्ञान निधी आहे. कृष्णमूर्ती ज्ञान निधी आहे. आज सहजाला कळल्याबरोबर 2-4 हजार माणसांनी गर्दी करते, म्हणजे लोकप्रेम किती त्याच्यावर आहे. तो काय म्हणतो कळत नाही तरी पण आकर्षण त्याच्यावर आहे. नाही कळत त्यांचं नशीब, पण त्याची योग्यता किती आहे. तो आपल्याकडे गुरुत्व घेत नाही, पण गुरुत्वाचा तो सागर आहे नाही का, ज्ञान आहे नाही का त्याला. गुरु आम्ही कोणाला म्हणतो आणि आम्हाला तो काय सांगतो, तू जे ज्ञान आहे तेच गुरु आहे. आम्ही ते उघड सांगतो, तू आहे जे ज्ञान आहे ते गुरु आहे. तर लहान मोठ्या सगळं जेव्हा त्याच्या आज्ञेने होत आहे, काय तो असेपर्यंत असल्याच्या ज्ञानाने.
He says, although Krishnamurti may not claim the Guruhood, he is still the storehouse of knowledge. And because he is the storehouse of knowledge, people go to him in thousands. So what I am telling you, You are also the guru. You are also the knowledge. The knowledge is in you. That's what I am telling. But it must be opened up.
आम्ही तुम्हाला हेच सांगतो आहोत. तुमच्या ठिकाणी अंतर्यामी तुम्ही आहात एक आत्मप्रेमाचं असं बुद्धी मानलं म्हणजे सुचत नाही असं ते ज्ञान आहे. हे जगाच्या अगदी पहिला वेळेला देव आहे.
He says, what I am telling you is that you are. That you are means the love of the self. That is there right from the beginning. That is the only thing with which you can be one. And that is you are. That is embodied in your body. That is in the body.
आता आम्ही तुम्हाला सांगतो तुम्ही गुरुला शरण जा. शरण जाणं म्हणजे तेच होणे ज्याला शरण गेलं. आता एका मी लढाई करून 5 राज्य जिंकली तेव्हा नंतर ते हरले म्हणून शरण गेले. नंतर त्यांनी सांगितलं बरोबर ते खंडणी त्याच्या नादात राहणार त्याच्या उपमात त्यांनी करणार सगळं. हाच न्याय ज्याला शरण गेला काय त्याच्या मर्जीत गेला. ही गोष्ट खरी आहे की
He says, what is the meaning of surrender? He says that you have got that knowledge you are. I am asking you, you surrender to that. Surrender to that means you be that only, nothing else. What is the meaning of surrender? Suppose there is one king, he defeats another king. So the king who is defeated surrenders to the superior king. What is the meaning of that? He surrenders means he has no desire or wishes anything else but that of the king who is the supreme. So he only represents the top only, the superior king only. As individual, he does not have any desires or any expectations. Only the desires of the supreme king will prevail. That means only the supreme king prevails or works through him. That is surrender.
तू आता त्याला शरण गेला गुरुला शरण गेला म्हणजे ज्ञानाला शरण गेला. आता शरण गेला म्हणजे आता त्या वेळेला तू नाही राहिला. आता तू आहेस या ज्ञानाला तू गुरु म्हणून शरण राहा. आणि मी ज्ञान स्वरूपी ज्ञानमय ज्ञान आहे हा निश्चय वाढवित.
When you have to surrender to the guru means the guru in you, the knowledge you are. You surrender to him means you be one with him only. You be completely surrendered to that knowledge you are. Be one with that knowledge. That is surrender.
आता हे त्यांनी काय आपल्या स्वरूपाचं बीज घालतो. गुरु ज्याला म्हणतात त्यांनी आपल्या स्वरूपाचे बीज घालतो. आता ते बीज त्याच्यात घातल्यानंतर त्याच्यातून हा ध्वनी निघतो त्या महावाक्याच्या ध्वनीने की मी गुरु आहे, मी ब्रह्मा आहे. मी गुरु आहे म्हणजे मी ब्रह्मा आहे. ब्रह्मा म्हणून मी ज्ञानमय ज्ञान आहे. देहरूमय मी नव्हे, ज्ञानरूप मी ज्ञान आहे. हे चिंतन त्यांनी रात्रंदिवस चालू ठेवलं आहे. म्हणजे त्याच्या गुरुत्व म्हणजे ज्ञानत्व प्रगट होतं.
Guru means knowledge, and when the guru gives knowledge means the knowledge you are is planted in you. The seed is planted. The seed planted means that you are Brahman, that is planted in you. So when you repeat it continuously, you grow into a tree, that is you become Brahman only. That seed is the guru, that knowledge is the guru, that is planted in you.
गुरुने आपलं ज्ञान शक्ती बी ज्ञान स्वरूपाने तुझ्यामध्ये ठेवलं. पण तुझ्यामध्ये म्हणजे कोणामध्ये तू असलेल्या ज्ञानामध्ये ठेवलं. आता तू असण्याच्या ज्ञानाने मी विजयी शुद्ध चैतन्य पवित्र मंगल चैतन्य आहे या निश्चयाने वागावे. लवर खूप करावं.
He said the guru, when he gives you knowledge, he plants the knowledge you are in the knowledge you are. That means you only. You be one with that. And then let it grow.
आता तुम्ही म्हणाला मी तेच करणार. मरायला झालं तरी त्यांनी मरायला जरी झालं तरी अंतर्यामी तुझ्या काय तू ज्ञान स्वरूप आहे आणि ज्ञानाने जे स्वरूप बनवलेलं आहे तेव्हा तू निराचार तू ज्ञान स्वरूपच होशील. तुला मरणाचे वय काय आहे?
When you become one with that, you are that knowledge. That is beyond the sense or concept of body. It is not the body. It is only full of knowledge only. So when you are one with that knowledge, you will not have fear of death.
आता त्याच्या व्यापकपणाला ब्रह्म ही संज्ञा दिली आहे. मग आता तू कोणत्या परिस्थितीत गरिबी श्रीमंतीत कोणत्या तरी जागे काय असेल तरी पण तू काया जणून ब्रह्मरूपच होणार. काया जशाला तुला सुखदुःख काय नव्हते. मग आता केव्हाही जरी म्हणा तरी तुला सुखदुःखाचा काही संबंध नाही. कारण ते तू ब्रह्म झाला आणि ब्रह्म म्हणजे काय व्यक्ती नव्हे. ब्रह्म म्हणजे सर्व आलम सर्व काय ब्रह्म आहे आणि ते तू आहेस. या निश्चयाने तू जरी नेला तरी पण तू अवघड होशील.
When you are that knowledge you are, you become this manifested Brahma. All this manifestation is yours only. So even when the body drops off, the knowledge which is inside that you are, when the body drops off, that you are knowledge gets manifestation only, it cannot die.
कारण आज ह्या देहाची एवढी काय गरज आणखी त्याला जपतो आहे तरी पण देहाचा स्पर्श तुला नव्हता तेव्हा तुला सुखदुःखाचा अनुभव होता काय?
Although you are now nursing the body, you are protecting the body. But when that I am knowledge was not there, when it had no contact of that I am knowledge, were you aware of the miseries or the sufferings of the body? When that I am knowledge was not in the body?
मग तू देहाचेच होता. देहाशिवाय होता. देहाशिवाय जेव्हा तू होता त्यावेळेला तुला तू गुणाशिवाय सुद्धा होता. गुण म्हणजे तू आत्मा असलेले ज्ञान. हे नव्हतं आणि देह नव्हता. पण तुला कशाची गरज होती? तुला स्वतःची तरी गरज होती का? ही वस्तुस्थिती यथार्थ आहे. ती पुन्हा हे काय असताना आणि जाणीव असताना ती ओळखली गेली पाहिजे म्हणजे तुझी चिंता मरून गेली.
He says when that knowledge you are, together with that body, that beingness came in. That quality of beingness came in. When the body was not there, that beingness feeling was also not there because the knowledge was not there. Only with the body, the knowledge I am, that quality I am, beingness appear, and with that the sufferings also appear, the pleasures and pain of the body.
Knowledge, I don't understand. When Maharaj always says that the I amness dissipates at death, just merges with the sky. That knowledge of I amness, as beingness, does not say that?
Yeah.
It does say
Beingness with the body, only that quality of beingness, existence is felt only when that it is with the body, combined with the body.
that? Okay. So at death, that dissipates. So how is being situated in beingness? I don't understand how that is being beyond death.
How is being situated after the body drops off?
Okay.
You mean like that?
Well,
What is the state of beingness after the body drops off?
Well, it dissipates too. From what
काय
I
म्हणतात ते
understand.
म्हणून
From what I understand, that dissipates too. That
It merges.
okay. So how can he say that situated in beingness, death no longer touches? That's formerly he said. Earlier he said that. I don't understand that. Right? You follow me? How come when
Acha,
death-
you mean that quality of beingness disappears with the dropping of the body?
That's right. So how can being situated in beingness be beyond death?
काय म्हणतोय मला
तो म्हणतात देह जेव्हा पडतो म्हणजे मरण, देहाचं मरण, तेव्हा हा जो सद्गुण आहे मी आहे हा गुण तो विलीन होतो. म्हणजे तेवढा तरी परिणाम होतोच ना देहाच्या पडण्यामुळे.
कोणावर परिणाम?
जाणीव
कोणावर परिणाम होतो? जाणीव जाते नाही, परिणाम कोणावर?
He said the consciousness might go, that beingness might go, but how will it affect? Whom it will affect?
Okay.
Whom
yeah.
it will affect? He doesn't want you to cling to that consciousness also.
Okay.
आता हे सगळे काय परमार्थ करतायत, परमार्थ करतायत. पण तू नाना वेळ देणे अमकं करत तमकं करणं ही ज्ञानबाजी करण्याकरता की बुवाबाजी करण्याकरता? तुला सरळ सांगतोय, तू ज्ञान आहे या चिंतनेने राहा. काय जरी माझी तर तुझी काय स्नेही टिकाऊ नाही. जरी तू काय कवटळून जर ठेवली तरी काय ते टिकाऊ नाही. काया तो जाणार. काया गेल्यानंतर काय व्हायचं, तुला तो कशाची काही गरज नाही. आज तुला तू आहे हे सहन होण्याकरता पूर्णपणे की चैतन्य ब्रह्म आहे या निश्चयाने म्हणजे ह्या व्यवहारामध्ये सुद्धा तू आहे याच्या तुला सहन होईल. आता इकडून जाऊन तिकडून आले तरी पण मुंबईच्या तरी पण मुंबईत राहणे सहन नाही. पुन्हा तिकडे गेले. जर गुरुवचन पाळून तू गुरुत्व होऊन राहशील तर हळूहळू तू असलेलं ज्ञान एवढं सहन होऊन जाईल की आरामाची आराम. तुला आज तकलीफ आहे कसली, तू असलेले जाणीव होते याचीच आहे ना. कसली तकलीफ. मग त्याच्याकरता इकडे जा तिकडे जा, हे कर ते कर, ही कला शिक विद्या शिक. कशा करता, तू असण्याची जाणीव तुला सहन होण्याकरता. मग सांगतो
He says now, knowledge you are is beyond the body sense. Now, when people put on various garbs, various type of dresses, is it knowledge or is it the mockery of knowledge? Is the knowledge there in that all that garb and paraphernalia you are carrying with it? Now you have to remember that you are means you are beyond the body sense. With that concept or with that conviction, if you remain, you will be able to tolerate your beingness. Now all these activities, various sort of rituals and whatever you do is to tolerate that beingness in you. Since you are not able to tolerate only pure beingness, you involve yourself with all these rituals. So you try to be one with that, then you will be beyond all the turmoils and you will be attaining the peace, relaxation.
आता चालक झालो, गुरुवाशरण गेलो. मग असं समजे तसं समजून ह्याची काय गरज मला. त्यांनी काय म्हटलंय ते मी खात आणि भोगत आहे. मला त्याने सांगितलं विजयी आहे, अमर अविनाशी आहे. आणखी स्वतःच्या सुखाचा सागर आहे. स्वतःच्या सुखाचा सागर आहे. उपचाराच्या सुखाची तुला गरज नाही, पंचविषयाची तुला गरज नाही. अशा जातीच्या अशा योग्यता तत्व आहे. तो स्वतःच्या सुखात राहण्याकरता मी चैतन्य ब्रह्म आहे या निश्चयाने राहा. काय करू नको.
When the Guru has told you with firm conviction that you are that immanent spirit, and then when you surrender to him, you have to be that only. What's the point of putting on various type of dresses and going into various types of rituals? You be that and grow into that. And after all, what is that you are? That you are principle is the very source of all happiness, all peace, all bliss. That is the very source. When you try to be one with that, you will be independent of these 5 elemental needs. Because 5 elemental needs or 5 elemental aids will not give you the peace. The peace is obtainable only from your beingness when you establish that.
कायामध्ये नाना तरी वेशभूषांतर केल्याने स्वरूपाची चिरशांती मिळते काय.
Is it by manipulating various types of garbs and dresses and apparels externally on your body, are you going to get that eternal peace obtainable from your beingness?
हे आता हे सगळे संपत मी आता दुर्लक्षाच्या माळा घाली जटा वाढवून बुवाबाजीला ज्ञानबाजी तरी करतोय. बुवाबाजी नाही करत आहे म्हणा, पण ज्ञानबाजी तरी करतोय. बुद्ध्या ज्ञानबाजीचा वेश घ्यायची गरज काय.
You see, having the matted hair, all these beads and rudraksh malas, and so many dresses and painting, all those things. What is the meaning of that? Are you not making a mockery of even that knowledge? instead of understanding, being that knowledge?
आता ही मुलगी आहे, मी बाई आहे, आणि ही आहे. आता हा गणेश परिधान काय दाखवतो काय, तर मी परमासी आहे. आता ह्याला पूर्ण आतमध्ये बरोबर ज्ञान झालेलं आहे, पण त्याला परमार्थी आहे दाखवण्याकरता काही चिन्ह करायला लोकांकडे असं लावायला नको, तसं लावतो, काय करायला अंतर्यामी स्वरूपाने खात्री आहे. त्याला गणदेशाने लोकांना दाखवायची गरज काय.
Now you say, now we have got various types of personality dresses. Now this is a dress indicative that we are on the spiritual path. Indicative of spiritual path. Is it really necessary to exhibit or display to the public, I am a spiritual? Now these people might have got the knowledge, but the knowledge you are, or the spiritual knowledge is inside. Is it necessary for them to display by the dress?
आता त्या कृष्णमूर्तीला द्या मग काय गणवेश आहे, पण तो आलो हजारो माणसाची वाट बघताय. तो बुवाबाजी करतो की ज्ञानबाजी करतो आहे का, नाही. त्याला मुद्दाम बोलून आणतात, काहीतरी सांगा, काहीतरी आम्हाला ऐकवा, कारण तो ज्ञान सिद्ध ज्ञान पुरुष आहे, ज्ञान सिद्ध ज्ञान पुरुष आहे. पण त्याच्याकडे गणवेश वगैरे काय नाही. नाना तऱ्हेच्या वेशाला काय त्याची चैतन्यासाठी ओढून आणते, तो लोकांना ओढून आणतो चैतन्याच्या वेशाला. ती त्याची ज्ञानशक्ती आकर्षण करून आणते, तो आकर्षण केला जातो. कशामुळे त्यांनी गणवेश घेतलेला नाही, विजयी आणि विजयी झाला. हे लोकांसमोर बोलण्यात आणण्याचे कारण साधन आहे जगामध्ये. साधन वापरतो, हे आता मी वापरतो म्हणजे काय मी ह्याच्या आधी नाही. तसंच हे जरी तुम्ही वापरता तरी पण तुम्ही देहाच्या आधी नाही, मनाच्या आधी नाही, एकदम विजयी. पण विजयी असल्याने अनंताने अपार. त्याला आणखी गणवेश काही घ्यायला नको. सर आपल्यापण ते बोलताना विचार करावा लागत नाही, आपल्याप चालते, आपल्याप झोपते.
He says the Krishnamurti, he is the very storage of knowledge only. Knowledge is simply flowing out of him. He is not putting a special garb to indicate that he is a jnani or a saint or a sage. And lot of people go to him to receive that knowledge, to understand the knowledge. But what is happening, some people are in the habit of putting on various garbs just to show that and to make a mockery of the knowledge. After all, knowledge is without body. It is beyond the mind. It is not controlled by the mind also. When knowledge flows through this Maharaj's body, Maharaj said, I have not to think also, because I am beyond the mind and beyond the thought also. The knowledge simply flows. You see, after all, this is only an aid. This is only an aid. We are not to become slave to the aids. Now here we have become slave to the aids and we want to decorate the aids. Instead of the knowledge which is beyond the body sense coming out, we are interested in decorating the aid, that is the body.
आता त्याला प्रश्न करा, उत्तर तुम्ही द्या. त्याला प्रश्न करा, समजले.
You attended the lecture on Saturday, isn't it, Krishnamurti?
Yes.
So, what did he give?
What did he give?
Do you have any questions on whatever he gave that day or whatever you have heard here? Do you have any questions to ask? That's what Maharaj wants to know. And I saw you there, that's why I'm asking.
I was there.
कृष्णमूर्तींच्याकडे आले
तुम्हाला कामाला प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे का?
काही नाही म्हणले.
प्रश्न विचारायचा नाही एवढं तुमचं समाधान झालेलं आहे. आता
Are you
प्रश्नाची गरज नाही.
satisfied that you don't require any questions to be put to Maharaj? At least are you satisfied to that extent?
Please.
That you don't have any question at all to ask him?
Now I have a question.
You don't have any question. Are you convinced about it, or the questions are not coming to you at the moment?
And when I was to Kesamuti, you know?
Beg your
You mean? When I was to Kesamuti, you mean?
Yes.
Oh no, I have no question.
Anybody, you are having questions?
I will stay with the question by Krishnamurti because I went to Madras and heard him there.
You heard him there.
Yes. Well, he was speaking that moment about thoughts.
Thoughts.
Yes. And he said it was thoughts who put all these false impressions to us.
That's what exactly Maharaj also said, the same thing.
You see, the same thing. But in what the Maharaj says just now, I like to ask if, for example, people putting on garb of Swami to look as a Swami, so is it not a kind of experience you have to go through? To be honest with you, later on you can see I did mistake because this garb didn't show I was Swami, so is it not a kind of experience?
If you are taking it as an experience which is to be rejected subsequently, okay, go ahead with the experience. But no experience is finally done. You see, if you know that it is only an experience, and the experience has to be one day or the other, it's going to go away from you, not only the question of rejection, but you are going to throw it away automatically, yes?
I think there's no difference between the outer garb some people wear and the invisible garb most people wear. You say most. What's the difference?
There is no difference at all. If you
Just
have
a very gross expression of the garb. And people have thousands of these garbs on there.
So what is the inner garb that is also only explained to the people, that's all. What do you mean by...
So there's no difference between the outer and
No,
the
that's
inner
right,
garb.
but what is the inner garb which you are referring to?
I mean, whether you're in a political party or something, that is also a garb.
Yes, that's right. But since you see here, the garbs about the spiritual matters are concerned, the spiritual garbs also, yes. That people live with masks, that's all.
If you think you're a Jnani and you're on the Jnani garb, then you have a Jnani garb.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you don't have a difficulty, you are only giving your own version to it, isn't it? It's alright, perfectly alright.
But I have a question.
Yes.
You said, you being an old Krishnamurti expert, said the other day that there is no conflict between what the Maharaj teaches and what Krishnamurti teaches for you.
Yes, I don't have.
Can you elaborate on that?
But what point you see? There is no point of conflict, so what can I describe? When I don't have a conflict, you see, to understand him and to understand Maharaj, then where is the question of putting in conflict? So conflict I will be creating only, isn't it? And if I have to create a conflict and tell you something about a conflict, you see, that is not real. I don't have a conflict, you see. When I go to him and understand him, I don't find, you see, anything conflicting in his ideas. And when I come here also and try to understand him also, I don't find any conflicting ideas, you see, which clash with him. And why should I try to make an effort, you see? I want to know something, I want to know the truth, isn't it? Now, I'm not interested in the personality of Krishnamurti and the personality of Maharaj. As long as I'm not in the interest, of the personality of these people, you see, what I can understand, what I can get, it's enough for me. Now, what is there to conflict? Have a conflict then. Conflict will come only when I see the person. I see instead of the point, you see, which he raises. If I go to the personality of the person, yes, then the conflicts are there. I'm not bothered about it. This is my own. See, I'm not telling anyone, but I don't have a conflict at all. What can I do? The other day, when he Saturday.
But they don't have a personality, I think. Most of them.
Yes, that's right. So there is no conflict at all. It appeals to me, and as long as it appeals to me, the question is I am still on the objective level. The moment when I go beyond the appeal,
This conflict is only in your personality.
Yes. If at all the conflict is there, it is only in my personality. And I understand, you see, if the conflict is there, it is my personality is to be checked out. It is to be rejected. And if I don't have a personality for that particular point, you see, the conflict is not there at all.
So this can be even more generalized that if there's any conflict whatsoever, then your personality needs checking.
Naturally, this is the basic philosophy of his also, and basic philosophy is also, you are the society, you are the world. And you are everything, you see. If you find something is wrong in the society, nothing is wrong with the society, something is wrong with you. Try to find out that, that's all. Now, whenever I have a conflict with Maharaj or a conflict with, that means, you see, I still feel I have a personality which can challenge him, isn't it? So, it is not true. Why bother about it? Forget about it. My mind is still on the lower level, which is trying to find a conflict. त्याचं म्हणणं असं की मी नेहमी असं म्हणतो की कृष्णमूर्ती जे सांगतात आणि महाराज जे सांगतात त्याच्यामध्ये मला काही वाद वाटला नाहीये. हे म्हणले तुम्ही काही सांगू शकाल का? तर मी त्यांना काय म्हटलं, मला वादच नाहीये तर मी सांगू काय आता? मला वेगळं काही वाटतच नाहीये तर मी वेगळं सांगणार काय आता? वाद असेल माझ्या मनात तर मी सांगेन ना की महाराज इथं असं म्हणतायत आणि कृष्णमूर्ती इथं असं म्हणतायत. दोघांच्या याच्यामध्ये मला काय वाटत नाही.
त्याचा प्रश्न काय
नाही, मग बरोबर आहे म्हणतो. तो म्हणतो की म्हणजे जर काही वाद असेल तर तो तुमच्यामध्ये असेल तर तुम्हाला वाद दुसऱ्यात दिसेल. म्हटलं हेच सांगतायत सगळे लोक. महाराज हेच सांगतायत, कृष्णमूर्ती हेच
पण
सांगतायत.
कृष्णमूर्ती कोण, हा महाराज कोण आणि तो कोण, हे केवळ शुद्ध ज्ञान चैतन्य. कृष्णमूर्ती कोण
He again
आणि
reduces the
महाराज
same thing,
कोण
you
आहे,
see.
आणि तुला काय आहे, तू कोण आहे?
It is the unidentified, say, the consciousness, that's all. That is Maharaj, that is Krishnamurti, that is me, that is you. Now, if you are not identifying with the personality, then there is no conflict. If you identify with the personality, conflict is there. Yeah. You see, if you identify with person, then definitely the conflict is going to be there. Why Krishnamurti puts it this way and why Maharaj puts it this way. So this personality, yeah, as it is not existing. It is only the consciousness which is unidentified with anything, which manifests. You see, it is talking. So where is the question? Who is talking?
Yeah, then conflict is everywhere.
That's right. If the personality is there,
There
yes.
are only two possibilities. Either the world is in
But I know. Oh, where is the point? Is okay. He's telling his own way. He's trying to tell me the truth which cannot be grasped. He's also telling the same way. And the truth cannot be grasped by these words and by his words also. I have to go beyond words. That itself I have understood, isn't it? Then what else I have to understand now? I have understood the way that Krishnamurti cannot make me understand, and I have also understood Maharaj cannot make me understand the truth, final truth. I have to get it myself. Once I understand that, then where is the conflict between these two? That is what I have come to this point. I may be wrong, I don't know. I'm not claiming this that I have understood, but this is the way I'm trying to find out, you see.
just explain why there is no conflict.
There is no conflict at the moment at all with me. Even if you raise the point also, I feel there is no conflict at all. That's all.
That's just what I wanted to say. That's why I was asking.
That's right.
Very good.
So when I go there, you see, I find the Krishnamurti was absolutely so very convincing, you see. And when I come here also, even if Maharaj says something, he is so convincing to me because there is no conflict left in me. So what conviction do I require from outside now? When I am convinced, you see, I am certain about myself. That's all. When I am certain about myself, you see, what some other person tells me my story, why bother about it? It is his story. It could be my story also. If I am in the same level of that dimension, that's also a word again. Dimension is a word. I have to read that dimension is a word. So forget about it. Just keep quiet and listen to whatever he says and whatever he says. Whatever some other guru also can say. I have no conflict with any gurus left now. Now what is to be done? Now when I say I don't have, now you say, but you explain how you don't have a conflict. When I don't have a conflict, how can I explain to you I have a conflict? Like for example, I can declare, you see, we are childless. This is my wife and me. I don't have a child. Now how to explain, you see, when you have a child, how? I don't have a child, what can I do now? This is my knowledge. I don't have a child, this is the reality, isn't it, to me at the moment. Now how can I explain to you if you have a child? Imagine. What will you do? I won't do it. If you are a father, what will you do? I won't do anything. I don't know. So why bother about it? Like Maharaj also tells every time, you see, that you don't, he asked me one day, do you have parents? I said, no, I don't have parents. Now when you don't have parents, what more knowledge do I require? Do I require any more knowledge? I don't have parents, that's the knowledge. And that's enough for me. Similarly, I don't have a conflict with Maharaj and I don't have a conflict with Krishnamurti, that's enough for me. Naturally, I don't have a conflict with myself. That's why I don't have a conflict with them. I don't have a conflict with you now also. You understand? With anybody here. Because many people have charged me, you see, that you are heartless, you are abrasive and all those things. It's all right. Krishnamurti started that day, the first lecture, he started like that. He said, let me warn you. Don't come here for any entertainment. This is not entertainment. Yet people come there with entertainment, sense of entertainment only. Because I can tell you how they have purchased the books. Freedom, you see, so many books people purchase, they are sitting next to me. Now, I shouldn't really criticize, but I am just telling you the objective experience, which is a dream. And they are discussing this, oh, he says something, I don't know, this, have you read this book? No, I have not read this book. I have these books in my shelf, but I have not read it. Now, the other person is buying, he says, I don't know when I am going to read, but they are attractive books, I purchased them. Now, they are discussing this, right, sitting there, when people have come to listen to Krishnamurti. Are they serious?
So Krishnamurti says rightly, you have come here for entertainment. You have a social status, you see. People ask you, oh, did you attend? Yes. I attended Krishnamurti's lecture. I been yesterday. How did you? Oh, as usual, beautiful. Krishna spoke very beautifully. Krishna ji, some people very through love for him. Krishna ji, some people say Krishna spoke very nicely. That's all. They don't have to understand also. If you like, you see, I can bring one book on Krishna by Krishnamurti with 1929, whatever he has said about people. How when he said, you see, that I don't want to be the leader, the world leader. What he has said, you hear, and then you will find, you see, the same words are spoken by a person like me also. But you don't take them seriously because you feel he's talking through his hat. Now, where is the hat for me? I don't have a hat. So even then you feel I have a hat, okay, you forget about it. I don't want to say anything. But I am going to be abrasive as he is abrasive. If you want to understand, understand. If you don't want to understand, that doesn't change my state at all. He is compassionate. You can call it compassion. Actually, mine is more compassion than his compassion, you see. I am a surgeon. I am a good surgeon. Cut it short. You can cut me. Many people have cut me also and I accept it. That's all right. So with this sense, now what? So I don't have a conflict, right? I don't have conflict as far as whatever Krishnamurti says or whatever Maharaj says. I found also Krishnamurti easier to read when I started coming to Maharaj. The same thing which I have understood couple of years back, you see, now I understand them better, quickly. Now that day, whatever he spoke, I couldn't come yesterday because of some other engagement. But Saturday, whatever he said, word by word, I could understand. Word by word, exactly, not a single point, you see, I missed from him. And if somebody would have asked me to reproduce that, I would have reproduced in front of those people also, I would have reproduced whatever he said. In the gist also, I could have told. Because now I find I have been able to understand. That is his grace. Now you can call it his grace. He has told me and I have been able to understand. Now what can I do? I understand quicker. Now what is to be done for it? That understanding also has to go.
5 minutes ago you said you don't talk anymore. You're always talking.
You are asking. I have to answer.
Asking. You are talking.
He is asking. He has asked me. Why are you? Now you see, why don't you leave this place? You see, why are you getting angry? Why are you getting so heated up?
Because I want to sit with him and not listen to you.
Don't. You want to feel it, isn't it? Feel him. Why should my words come in the way of your feeling? This is only an idea in your mind. You can feel people, you see my words also, isn't it? Where is the question? Now when I talk something, how the feeling is going away? That means my words are stronger than whatever you have feeling for it. Because it is an idea in the mind, isn't it? Only an idea, that idea can be cut by my words, isn't it? Why are you so much heated up? You ask anything or you feel. You come here and sit and feel him. What is there? How do you feel, Maharaj? Just tell me that also. If I ask an idea, how do you feel, Maharaj?
Your talking should not create a conflict.
That's right.
And if the person thinks like that, then there's something wrong with that person. I notice that myself, you see.
True.
Coming up when you talk, some resistance. But I noticed there's something wrong with me then.
That's right.
It was very interesting.
You understood correctly. It's all right. थोडासा तो नाही त्याचं बरोबर असं काही नाही. त्यांनी प्रश्न काढला की तुम्ही का बोलत बसलाय जास्ती. मला महाराजांना हे करायचं नुसतं असं ज्या हे चालले सत्संगाचे महाराज मला ऐकायचं नाही काय. पण तुम्ही विचारताय म्हणून बोलतोय. म्हणजे मी विचारलं नाही म्हणून त्यांनी विचारलंय. मग म्हटलं कुणी विचारलं तर बोलायचा प्रश्नच येत नाही. लेट अस सिट क्वाइट.
And then it's like
meditation for 10 minutes.
what Krishnamurti was also saying about violence and anger. I don't know whether he said it on this talk, but
No, he referred, but not in detail. As you are right, it's about violence you are talking. This also becomes a violence.
yeah, because you feel yourself deprived of the pleasure at the
Yeah.
moment.
That's right. So you have understood very much today. In fact, you have understood long back. Yes. Am I to answer or no? Okay, you are. Shoot out.
I'm sorry about, but I still have conflict.
It's all right. Nothing wrong
No,
about
I
it. That's
mean,
why you are coming.
for example, Maharaj said in some of his talks about desire. In one of his talks, he said you should not desire, see? And then in other talks, he said bad desires you should avoid. And then he says, or he means there can be some good desire. Now, I'd like to know about desire.
About desires.
Yes.
मला इच्छा आकांक्षा आपण ज्या म्हणता त्या काय त्याच्या संबंधित पाहिजे. चांगली इच्छा, वाईट इच्छा असं काय असतं आणि ते आपण म्हटलं की चांगल्या इच्छा असाव्यात, तर त्या इच्छेसंबंधी त्यांना माहिती पाहिजे. पटकन बोला, इच्छेसंबंधी बोलतायत करायला. त्यांनी विचारलंय की डिझायर्स म्हणजे काय, त्या डिझायर चांगल्या आणि वाईट कोणत्या. तुम्ही तर पुढे
आमच्याकडे आल्यानंतर याच्याकडे या इच्छाकडे लक्ष देण्याची गरज नाही. आम्ही तुम्हाला एवढंच सांगतो, कायमध्ये तू केवळ शुद्ध, पवित्र, निर्मळ, निर्लय चैतन्य स्वरूप अंमल आम्ही नाही आहे. कायमध्ये एवढीच गोष्ट तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवून त्या लक्षाचं ध्यान करा. त्या लक्षाचं ध्यान करा, एवढंच आम्ही तुम्हाला सांगतो. ही इच्छा बरी आहे ती कोणती आम्ही काय करतो हे तुम्हाला इच्छाकडे ऐकायला लागेल.
Having come to me, I don't want to deal on the desire aspect. I want to straight away establish you in the knowledge you are. That knowledge you are is unblemished and untouched by all these aspects of the mind. You be there. That's what I am focusing.
इच्छा कराव्या, पाळाव्या, न म्हणाव्या, ही पंचायत तुम्हाला आता विचारल्यानंतर नको आहे.
Whether you should nurse the desires or you must abandon them or sacrifice them, suppress them, that aspect is not to be discussed here. Because I am asking you to be in your state of beingness.
तुझं सहज अस्तित्व जे आता आहे, सहज चिन्मय, चिद्रूप, चिदाकार जर असेल ते अखिल जगाला पूर्ण वृत्ती आहे, एवढ्या योग्यतेचे ते आहे हे तुला कळू दे. म्हणजे तुला इच्छा आहे तुझ्या पायावर रोडती लोकांच्या.
He said that little knowledge, that little atomic beingness, that feeling, that having occupied the entire universe, it remains in you. I want you to be established there.
वाचला तर तुला अंगात जो क्रच झालेला आहे तर तू जाणतोच कसं काय करायचं म्हणून. आता तोच आहे म्हणजे पवित्र, निर्मळ आणि काय अजरामर चैतन्य स्वरूप आहे हे तू लक्षात घेऊन त्या लक्षाचं ध्यान कर. ते लक्ष ध्यानात ठेव.
He says that little touch which has come on you very spontaneous, that you are beingness, that is imperishable, that is eternal. You concentrate on that. You try to be one with that only.
काय
ते जे तुम्ही लक्ष करा ते तुम्हाला जे लहान चित स्वरूप ज्ञान आहे तुम्ही त्याच्याशी एक रूप आहोत त्याचं ध्यान.
आमच्याकडे तुमची माहिती मिळाली, बातमी मिळाली, फोन आला, टेलिग्राम आला, आमच्याकडे आले म्हणून काय आला, फोन आला, टेलिग्राम आला, बातमी आली. तू कोण आणि कसा आहे तर तुला बातमी मिळणार. मी पवित्र चैतन्य, मंगल चैतन्य आणि अमर आणि आयुष्य हरिणाचे आहे हे मी ऐकलं. आता असं आहे ते ऐकलं, त्याप्रमाणे मी आहे हे लक्षात ठेव. त्या लक्षाने लक्षाचे ध्यान कर. लक्षावर लक्ष ठेव, बाहेर सोडून दे, बाहेरची बाजू सोडून दे, लक्षावर लक्ष ठेव. फक्त सांगा.
Just as a piece of information is given to you that you have come here, like that this piece of information is given to you that you are. What are you? You are that imperishable, eternal. That is your state. Abide in that. Concentrate on that, and be one with that. That's what I am telling.
सगळ्या प्राणी मात्राला आकाश येत आहे, सगळ्या प्राणी मात्राला वायू येत आहे, सगळ्या प्राणी मात्राला ते एकच आहे, सगळ्या प्राणी मात्राला पाणी एकच आहे आणि सगळ्या प्राणी मात्राला उभी एकच आहे, एकच आहे. मग या सगळ्याकरता आत्मा दोन आहेत काय, त्याला तुम्ही आत्मा या अक्षर वापरता. ते आत्मा दोन नाही. बाकीचे पंचभूत जर सगळ्यांना एक एकच आहे तर सगळ्यांना आत्मा एकच आहे. आणि तो आत्मा कोण तर तू असल्याचे जे तुला तर ज्ञान आहे होत आहे. पण तू त्याला घ्यायच्या रूपाने मानतो, त्याच्या पुढे तू मरण अनुभव घेऊन जायचं. आजपर्यंत मरणाचा अनुभव तुला नाही आहे.
You see, for all the human beings, for all the humanity, these 5 elements, the earth is common, the water is common, the fire is common, the sky is also common. So the subtlest, you are that principle which is the subtlest, which is in you, that is also common. So why do you presume that you are conditioned in the body, that you are the body, confining yourself as a body? Because of that, you are having the fears of death in you.
देशों देशे फिरून 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 तुम्ही नाना तत्वाने नाना गोष्टीचे ज्ञान बनवता त्याच्याने तुम्हाला समाधान कधीच नसतं. तुमचा लाभ जेव्हा तुम्हाला झाला तेव्हा ते केव्हाही समाधान असतं.
You might visit various countries, acquire various skills and techniques, but that is not going to give you the eternal happiness or eternal peace. Only when you understand yourself, when you get your true identity and establish that, abide in that, then only the eternal peace is assured.
आज तुम्ही एकमेकाच्या प्रेमाने दिवस काढता. आईचे प्रेम, मुलाचे प्रेम, नवऱ्याचे प्रेम, बायकोचे प्रेम, नाना तऱ्हेचे. याच्यावर तुम्ही तुमचं प्रेम तुमच्या अंतर्यामी आकाशापेक्षा पुष्कळ आहे, अनंतपर आहे. तुमच्या प्रेमामध्ये तुम्ही उडी मारा. त्या प्रेमाने तुमची मोक्षांत होणार नाही.
Presently you are living in this world and passing time by mutual love. You love the wife, you love the child loves you. That mutual love is not going to give you happiness. You are the very source of happiness, of peace. You dive into that and be one with that.
हेच करायला पाहिजे.
So you have been able to understand this point. Yes. Is there an explanation necessary? More explanation?
Yes, definitely.
Not necessarily.
I know what he wants to say to me. I understand what he wants to say to me.
You understand it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does he want to say?
That I must be.
So you see, in a dualistic state, you have this love, whatever we call it. It is in the dualistic state. You see, you have to love the object. So the husband loves wife, wife loves a child, and something like that goes on. But this is not going, because no objectivity is not the reality at all. So anything objective is not going to give you the final peace, whatever you are thinking of. If an idea is given to you that the final state is peace. Now it's an idea at the moment, you say. But even to get that, you will not get with this objective duality at all. All your actions are dualistic. And so you have to go beyond. See, go beyond duality means what? You have to transcend both the aspects of the duality. Two polarities we have to transcend. Unless and until you transcend this, you will not be able to understand what is that love. And that love is the true position of you, is true nature of you, self-nature, whatever you call it. Now whatever you call it, see, by closing the eyes or feeling in this subjective world, that can never be the real peace at all. Because that's also an idea. Because this peace, whatever he is talking now, is not in the known. It is also always in the unknown. And unknown you don't know whether it is peace or whether it is not peace. So any statement at the moment is made only because of the concept is to be given to you. That's all. So he says you jump into that. Jump also is another idea. There is the question of jumping. You are that. You are that. You see, there is nothing wrong with you at all. You are only feeling that something has happened to you that also has happened accidentally, that has happened automatically, spontaneously, and understand the nature of that. Once you understand the nature of this accident, you see, then you are not going to be involved with the accident. So don't get involved with the accident I concept. I concept is an accident. Don't get involved with the I concept. The moment you understand it is an accident, spontaneous accident, you are not responsible for it, you are always away from it, isn't it? What is there, you require more. You only understand, the moment you understand, you negate it, isn't it? The moment you understand the whole thing, the knowledge, the understanding itself is the negation of the accident. So I have to negate the accident with what do I have to do? I have to jump from this I concept into something that will be called suicide. It has no meaning. That is not real, that much I must understand, that's all. Nothing more than that. The moment you understand, you have negated that particular I concept, and when the I concept is not there, you are in your true state. So where is the question of feeling anything that you have to get something from outside? Outside is there only because of I concept. When I concept is not there, where is outside and where is inside? So the objective knowledge is to be given to you to make you understand that this objective knowledge is not real at all. And you are the subject, so you cannot understand yourself. Your eyes cannot see yourself. That's all.
आणि म्हटल्याप्रमाणे जाणतो. आपला विश्वास आपण इतका ओळखून घेतला. आपला विश्वास, आत्मविश्वास इतका ओळखला. असा अनंतने आपण असल्याचा त्याला अनुभव आला. आणि त्या अनुभवामध्ये चिरशांत झाला. आत्मविश्वासाने तुला ओळखला. मग आज जगामध्ये दगडाच्या, मातीच्या, रंगाच्या, अमक्या तमक्या या प्रतिमा सगळ्या भरतांनी पुरताच्या कोणाच्या आत्मविश्वासाने पुरा गेला, पुरा जाणला. जर दगडाच्या मूर्ती याच्या हे कोणाचे चित्र? ज्याने आपला आत्मविश्वास पूर्ण केला त्याचे चित्र. तुम्हाला तर मानता तुमच्यावर काडीचा विश्वास नाही. तुमचा आहे प्रेम तुमच्यावर आहे म्हणजे तुमचं प्रेम तुमच्यावर तुम्ही प्रेम जाणत नाही. तुमचे प्रेम तुम्ही जाणत नाही. तुमचे प्रेम तर तुम्ही जाणणार. त्या प्रेमाचा सागर राहून त्याच्यामध्ये बोलून जा. चिरशांती चिरशांती चिरशांती. मग अशा तरी त्यांच्या भावाने त्या चित्र काढलेली वेगळी वापरते. त्याच्या दर्शना लोकांना काय ना काय बरं वाटतंय ना. पण त्याने आपला विश्वास पूर्ण केला. तुमच्या विश्वासावर तुमचं प्रेम आहे, तुमच्या विश्वासावर तुमचा विश्वास आहे बघा. आणि तुमचा विश्वास तुम्ही ज्याला विकला आणि त्याच्याने तुम्ही आम्हाला असं मला बोलवून ठेवलेलं. जोपर्यंत तुम्ही देवपूजेने देवरूपाने देवरूपाने वागता तोपर्यंत तुमच्याला त्या मरण ठेवलेला उडवलेला. मी देव नव्हे, मी शुद्ध चैतन्य आहे. हे पाहता ते पुष्कळच आहे. मग आणखी पुष्कळ आहे, आणखी पुष्कळ आहे. जसं ते पुष्कळ 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 तुम्हाला कळेल तसे तुम्ही दिवा सहजासमानी संताची सहजसमाधी उत्तम अवस्था. त्याला घडले संक ज्ञानबाजी करायची नाही, बुवाबाजी करायची गरज नाही. घडण्याची गरज काय? हा घडण्याची आहे केवळ साधन बनलं आहे शब्दाचं आणि आत्मस्वरूप सांगण्याचं. आत्मस्वरूप बोलण्याचं साधन आहे. हा काय नाही पण साधा बोलावा. काय बोलायला वरली असतो का? कोण म्हणतो तो का ना नक्की दोघी पण निरंजन आहे डोंगा. तसं हे सगळं जेवढे वेगळे वागण्याचे आत्मा वेगळा वाकडा नाही. तुझ्यामध्ये तुझा विश्वास पक्का झाला तर तुझी खात्यावर मी पूर्ण ब्रह्म आहे.
एवढं मोठं एकदम लक्षात कसं ठेव.
कुठं आहे
मोठं नाही, तत्व मोठं नाही, पण माहिती सांगितली कुठे आहे.
म्हणजे साध्या बोलणारा इंग्लिश शब्द
साध्या मला इंग्लिश शब्द मिळतात पण तो हे नाहीये. काय म्हणतात
त्याचा प्रभाव जमत नाही.
वेग प्रवाहाचा वेग.
आपण इतकं सांगितल्यावर सुरुवातच.
So he comes back to the I concept. This I concept, you see, if it is unidentified with the objective world, you have to find out the nature of that I concept. That is movement in the awareness. That I concept has appeared. But the moment I concept is there, you see, you are identifying with the body, the mind, and the objective world. Then you are not going to understand anything at all. So the love and all those talk, you see, you are having with this I concept, which is identifying with the body and the mind, you will never be able to understand the true love. That love, you see, which he is referring to, is, you see, really, he says, are you really and truly loving your I concept also? You are not. You are loving the I, whatever objective world has come out of this I concept. You are not loving the I concept in its purity. I concept in its purity itself, he says, is the God, is the creator. and various names you see, different idols or different names given by various people, various religions, they are the names only of this I concept. They are not any other things at all. The I concept is purity. When you understand that I concept has done this, then you worship that as a God. But your true nature, because you have the knowledge pre-existing in you, which you understand the I concept also. So that is earlier existing in you, and that is the reality, that is your self nature. This nature has nothing to do with this I concept at all. I concept is only a movement. I concept is only a movement on the awareness. So what is awareness? As I explained that thing, awareness is nothing but, you see, I am should be omitted from the conscious, from the consciousness I. Then whatever is the true awareness.
But if I may interject, you say that as long as there's no identification.
Yes.
But since there is identification, how to stop that identification with the body?
That he has already told so many times. See, you have to only see the nature of that identification. That's all. You see the nature of the identification and find out for yourself, you see. Say for example, your body, your mind. Now whether the body remains permanent with you, whether the mind remains permanent with you, the intellect which you have, or the ego, intellect, after the intellect becomes the ego, that I have done this, I have done this. Does it remain with you permanently? Did you see in your deep sleep, did you ever have the feeling that I am? That also is not there. That means the sense I am, the concept I am also is not remaining with you permanently. Now, so definition of again the truth they have given as that which exists at all times. Now this comes and goes. That which comes has a sustenance for some time and goes away, cannot be the reality. So the body, the mind, the intellect and the ego, with which you are making all the inquiry in this world, that is not remaining with you permanently.
So you say that it should.
No, I'm not saying. You have to find out for yourself whether it remains or whether it doesn't remain.
It doesn't remain.
Doesn't remain.
But what is the proper function of
now,
this?
who knows this? That it doesn't remain with you. Who knows this? There is something in you which you have certain knowledge pre-existing in you, which tells you the body is not there, mind is not there, intellect is not there, ego is not there. You make a statement. You say, for example, you are 40 years old. I ask you 50 years back what were you? You say, I don't know. Another 60 years later, what will happen to you? You say, I don't know. So, I don't know. This also is given to you by some knowledge within you, isn't it? The negation of this also is given to you by some knowledge within you. What is that knowledge? You try to find out. That is your true state. That's what he says. You understand? I am not telling you that you accept it. But that is the true state. That gives you the knowledge of all these changing things. There is something unchanging in you, whether unchanging is there or not, that you try to find out for yourself. There is no point in, you see, if you have to have faith in it, that unchanging is the reality. If you don't want to follow that, then try to find out what is in you.
Yeah.
What is that factor in you which tells you all the changes?
Yes, but the way it functions is that if I remain simply in a state of continuous awareness of my body and my mind, then I automatically put the world at some distance from me.
Yes. But you still keep the world there, isn't it? That means you still see the world as an object, isn't it?
Yes, it's an object.
So you are aware of an object. And your true state, your true awareness is not even is knowing its own awareness. So you are still away from the reality. You are aware of your body, you are aware of your mind. That means body, mind, intellect, ego becomes an object of your awareness. Right? Now this whatever you are seeing is still the duality. Right? So duality cannot be the reality. So what is your reality then? Then you have to negate this also. Whatever you are observing. Who observes all these things? See the nature of that. That's all. So you find out the nature of the awareness which observes all these things. That is only he is telling you, nothing more than that. You are the witness of this body, mind, everything, isn't it?
But are you saying the witness is the reality?
Find out.
वाढव नाही महाराज मी कळलं ते त्याला मध्ये वाढवायचे तरी प्रश्न विचारला तू उत्तर दिलं
पण पुन्हा करतोय प्रश्न तो
नाही तो प्रश्न त्याला त्याच्यात एक सुचल्यानंतर पुढच्याचं उत्तर
काय चुकतं ते मला कळवा का चुकतं ते
त्याला पाहिजे ना की त्याचं म्हणणं असं
देह संबंध देह म्हणजे मी नाही मग मी देहाच्या पलीकडे कसं असं देह मी नाही एक समज कसं देहाशी निगडीत संबंध लागलेला आहे
देव मी नाही तुला कळायला काय शास्त्र पाहिजे काय माझ्यासमोर किती देव पडले लोकांचे तसा तुझाही पडणार आहे देव देव टाकून गेलेली जिंदत कोणी पाहिली आहे देव टाकून गेलेली जिंदत कोणाला दिसते आहे का मग तू आता देव टाकलं तेव्हा तू कोणाला दिसणार का मग देहामध्ये तू आता आहे का तू असं दिसतेच आहे आणि त्याला आकार नाही जमा द्या उगाच वाढवते का
What was your question? How to get detached from the body center? He says, no, so many bodies are dropping off. Live bodies. And the bodies are dropped there. The principle that has left the body, have you seen that?
The consciousness.
Whatever the principle, you call it consciousness. That has, the principle that has left all these bodies. That we are not seeing. Okay, you are not seeing. Now suppose your body is dropped off. But the new principle will be there, isn't it? And you are not there to tell us. So the body is not that principle.
Right, body is not
that principle. Now, what is it in the body, that principle you have got, which says only I am, that fragrance, that just beingness. There is something, isn't it?
There.
You feel that.
Bare attention.
Be there. Be there.
But my point is, if you continuously be there, the whole nature of your reality changes. That you are no more, you're no more in communication with your society.
That is why people don't want it. See, who cares?
No, that's not my point. If you continuously stay in the state of I am, the whole feeling of love and companionship with your friends and your society changes. And even I feel that the mind slows down.
So you want to know how you are going to have that rapport with the world, how you are going to have the communication with the world, how will be your contact with the world? Is it you mean like that?
Well, I would like to meditate in a way where I don't distort my reality by being detached from it or by observing
to
it.
remain your beingness. You just be that you are. So what is the difficulty? I am not understood.
Difficulty is continuous bare attention makes a person very cold. Makes a person very, you look at society as though society was the enemy. Who's taking you away from your meditation.
ते म्हणजे आपण सांगता की स्वतःशी तू बस म्हणजे तू अगदी थंडगार होऊन जातोस आणि तुझा जो संबंध आहे ह्या सगळ्या सोसायटीशी तो सोसायटीचे म्हणजे तू शत्रुत्वाने त्याच्याशी बघ तुला लांब ठेवतोस तू
त्या सोसायटी घेऊ नका तू आहे तेवढे घातात धर त्या पंचायत करू नको
He says don't involve with the society and the world. You be there in your being.
तू आहे तेवढे हातात धर
Hold on to that one.
The society has
ते धरून ठेव
Forget about the
याचा प्रभाव तुला माहिती नाही ते केवढं आणि काय आहे
You don't know what is the power. What is the power of that, of your beingness, holding on to that? What is that power? You be there and find out. Don't involve yourself in the society and the world. You'll be lost.
So he's recommending going into seclusion until such time
in the
as
forest or Himalayas or in
go
your
to
own.
a cave or to a meditation center. Is this the part that he's recommending?
म्हणजे महाराज तो हा विचारतोय म्हणजे आपण आम्हाला कुठेतरी गुहेत आणि कुठेतरी लांब असं लांबून जाऊन बसायला सांगतात
नाही
नो
हे आम्ही दाखवतो ही विश्वगुहा तुझ्यावर बघवलेली आहे तुझ्यातूनच बघवलेली आहे
This cave of the universe has come out of your beingness. Your beingness is the creator of your universe.
तू असण्याचा विश्वास आणि ज्ञान नसताना तुला कधी आकाश दिसलं होतं
When you didn't have the conviction that you are, could you observe the sky? नाही.
मग आता तू असण्याचा तुझा विश्वास त्याची काय योग्यता आहे तुला कळते
Then do you realize the significance of your confidence in you that you are? When you are all this, when you are not, you understand the conviction you should have about you, your beingness.
Yeah, I know it's very important.
हो मला वाटतं ते फार महत्वाचं आहे. फार महत्वाचं आहे असं मला
अरे
वाटतं.
ते महत्त्व त्याला म्हणतात.
That is the highest principle which is said. Your beingness, your consciousness, you are, is the highest principle.
अरे जाऊन द्या आता तुम्ही घरी बोलवा त्यांना. इथं आमच्याकडे चालू नका.
तो प्रश्न विचारले झाले.
याच्यावर असा मग जाताना तुमचं काय बोलतो. काय म्हणतो.
Yes, you see, in Zen Buddhism, they talk in two terms. One term is bare attention, on concentration on the moment.
On the moment.
On the moment, yeah. Now, and the other way is concentrating in the flow of sequence. Because continually being aware of the moment distorts your ability to flow with time.
Distorts your ability to observe the
To
flow.
flow.
Or distorts the flow.
Observing and bare attention is one aspect, but flowing with time, with consciousness is another. Not trying to control, not trying to be. This is why I feel that what he's saying is one-sided.
No, I not understood. I don't know how to convey to him what you say, the distortion of the flow. When you observe the flow,
You see, supposing now you keep your mind at some place in your body, you are where I am now, right? This is a way of making time very static.
बुद्धिस्ट काय ते वाचलेलं दिसतंय तर त्या बुद्ध झेन ह्यामध्ये त्यामध्ये ध्यान जे करतात ते ध्यान ह्या क्षणावर ही तर असते आणि दुसरं हे ते हा जो प्रवाह चाललाय त्या प्रवाहावर ध्यान करणे. तर आपण सांगितल्याप्रमाणे जर मी आहे ह्यामध्ये जर मी हे झालं ध्यान केलं तर ह्या फ्लो मध्ये हा जो प्रवाह चाललाय त्यामध्ये काहीतरी वेडवाकडं होणार असं काहीतरी म्हणतो.
नाही झालं तर तुला काय करायचं आहे.
तिथे not only distortion but suppose there is an end of the flow, what does it matter to you? In that flow, what you call that flow?
Flow of time, flow of consciousness.
Flow of consciousness.
आता हेच घे तू नसताना जगात काय काय होऊन गेलं तू वाचलाय. तुझं काय वेगळं वाकडं झालं होतं.
You see, when you were not there, so many things have happened in the world. So many things have in your absence. How that has affected you? नाही मला काय त्याचा परिणाम झाला
नाही. मग आता ते एक आईची संधी आलेली आहे आत्मविश्वासाची त्याचा फायदा घे.
He said now an opportunity has come to you to take advantage of your beingness. Take the advantage, full advantage. Just be.
Keep my consciousness in the sense of I am.
म्हणजे माझी जाणीव मी आहे ह्यामध्ये.
जेव्हा तेवढी काय भागवत नाही.
Only that is the asset, that is the capital you have got today.
That is it.
पण त्याची योग्यता एवढी आहे महात्मा एवढं आहे. वचनाचा बीज बारीकसं असतं पण 7 गाव ढाकून टाकतो. हे वचनाच्या बीजाचं महात्म्य आहे तर तुझं महात्मा एवढं आहे म्हणजे अनंत जगात तुझ्यामध्ये खेळत आहे मोकळा आहे.
You see, it is so significant, so important. It has such potential strength that just like the seed of a banyan tree, when it grows, it can cover 7 villages. And your consciousness, that atomic consciousness you are, is so powerful that it will create and cover so many universes. Be there.
आमच्या ओळखीने तू मत्स्य मानव नाही अमर अविनाशी परिपूर्ण ब्रह्म आहे. परिपूर्ण ब्रह्म आहे ज्यांच्या ओळखीने.
From my point of view, you are not the mortal being who is going to die. You are the full Brahma in its fullness. You are that.
किती काळ येतात जातात पण जसा त्याचा भरा पुन्हा भरलेला असतो. ही संधी आता तुला तुम्ही भेटायची आहे की साधून घे. बुवाबाजी करू नको, ज्ञानबाजी करू नको. स्वरूप धर्मामध्ये स्वरूप सिद्ध हो.
He says, various ages have come, the time have come and gone, but you are unblemished, untouched, unaffected. Now the opportunity has come to recognize that and to be one with that. Don't lose it.
हे ध्यानावर ध्यान ठेवून जर कदाचित ते काय काळ होऊन गेली तरी पण तेच होते.
This is with this conviction with you, clinging to this conviction, even if the body drops off, the chances are that you will be one with the Brahman.
तुझी योग्यता तुला कळली एकदा की मग तुला कशाची गरज लागणार नाही.
Once you understand the significance, the importance of your own beingness, then you will need nothing.
आम्ही सारीचे मोठे जरी सांगितली आत्मसात केलेली आणि इथला इथे जाऊ ज्ञानबाजी नाही मुळाबाजी नाही काय समजायचे असं तुम्ही अनेक जन्माचे ऋषी होणे महात्मे ते उतरले ते आपल्याला भेटीला येते आम्ही बोलवतो तुम्हाला आम्ही तुम्हाला बोलतो तुम्ही जे आम्हाला भेटायला येता असे सामर्थ्य त्या सद्गुरूच्या वाक्यामध्ये आहे आणि ते तिच्या स्वरूपामध्ये उतरते.
I remember the simple truth my Guru gave me. Be still, be yourself. The power of that wording or my abidance in that is so great that the great Rishi Munis like you know, they come for my darshan.
तुमची योग्यता तुम्ही मानता अभिमान नाही पण तुमची योग्यता मला कोणी भर सुद्धा कळलेली नाही आम्ही जाणतो तुमची योग्यता.
You see, by you, all of you, by associating yourself with the body, you take great pride in that. But I know your real worth. It's not the worth because you are associated with the body. Your worth is much more.
तुम्हाला वाटत आता काहीतरी मागे रमक आम्ही फक्त तुलाच मागतो आणि तुला मला नाही.
You might be thinking or expecting that I will be demanding something out of you. But I demand only one thing. I demand only you.
तू आपण म्हणून मला तू देऊन टाकला की आपण म्हणून तुला माझ्या सोडून दे.
If you spontaneously give your identity to me, I will give my entire identity to you.
करायचं मग बाकीच्या अशा ह्या गोष्टी कशाला काढल्या.
Then why the hell you have brought out your intellect and desires, all those stuff here?
I take it back.
Don't take it back, leave it here.
परत येतो ते बुद्धी इच्छा वाचतात परत येतो आपल्याला देऊन टाकल्या ते पहिल्यांदा बोललो होतो ते म्हणतात मी परत
तू देऊ घेऊ शकत नाही काही नाही फक्त तू दृष्टा होऊन राहा करामत कर क्षेत्रात पडशील.
He said there is no question of giving and taking, but if you go into the acrobatics of giving and taking, you will be lost. Just stay where you are and just watch.
Be the spectator, that's all.
आता तुम्हाला काय विचारतो तू विजयी ज्ञान स्वरूप आहे काय हे होऊन तुम्हाला वाचन ते विचार त्या
He
बुद्धीने
said now, if you want to ask any questions, establish yourself on the platform that you are not the body and you are the immanent spirit. From that platform, that identity you put with us. Not from body, sense and mind.
प्रश्न विचारतो देहाच्या मनाच्या पलीकडनं विचारायचं हो तरी विचारतो
विचार केला गेला नाही.
The one who asked the questions, he has no body. The questioner has no body, not conditioned.
जात धर्म आकार नाही.
He has no caste, no religion. That principle should ask the question.
If a person is in the sense of I am, can that person laugh?
Laugh.
Laugh.
Laugh. Smile.
Not smile. Laugh. Be joyous. Because, yeah, this goes back to my original question.
मी आहे ह्या जाणीवर जर एखादा माणूस असला एक पर्सन तर तो हसू शकतो
सगळं काय करू मी हाकू शकतो मुकू शकतो त्याला काय करतो
You can do.
तो काय करत नाही त्याच्यामुळे आपल्या मोठे
All things will happen. He doesn't do it. All things happen.
Then there's a period of sadness and a period of great detachment from everybody.
मग एक दुःखकारक स्थिती आहे म्हणजे सगळ्यापासून निरासक्त होऊन राहायचं आहे.
आसक्तीची गरज नाही असं होतं आहे.
You will be beyond the need of attachment. Where is the necessity of attachment at all then? He said you will go beyond the needs. Isn't that? In that state, you are beyond the needs.
तुझा गुरु पूर्ण साक्षात्कारी आहे असले प्रश्न विचारतो का तू त्याला
He says your guru is perfect. He has self-realized. Do you put such questions to him?
We cannot see him so closely.
इतक्या जवळ ना आम्हाला भेटता येत नाही त्यांना बघता येत नाही त्यांच्या गुरुला इतक्या नजीक
अरे ते जाऊ द्या स्वरूपाने भेटतील स्वरूपाने भेटता येतं देवाने का भेटतो
How can you meet with your body? You meet with your self-identity.